Hello YouTube, B3 here, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over another Movie Master. It is the Green Lantern's Movie Master Krona figure. Yeah, I believe Krona was the exact Guardian that tried to harness fear. Haven't seen that movie in a long time, so I can't really remember. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm right, actually. Anyways, yeah, Krona, he's just a plain old Guardian figure, just something to throw in there so they could have stuff to put Parallax pieces with, obviously. I am building Parallax. Glad I waited. I just knew it. I knew these guys would be really cheap. They were on clearance like the week the movie came out. I was just trying to get rid of them. I was like, oh man, oh boy. These are going to be so cheap. They're going to be so cheap. I'm going to wait to build Parallax because he's a big collecting connect. And I kind of wanted to do it, and I wanted to build my core and stuff. And lots of these figures are actually pretty good. Just have to say, this guy's alright though. He does come with this collecting connect Parallax piece. Pretty cool. That little head on it looks like a xenomorph, kinda. I also plan on using these as necromorph stuff. You know, it looks kind of like the flesh. Yeah, it's got our articulation and everything. So yeah, really cool. Can't wait to finish Parallax. We just gotta find maskless Hal Jordan for a decent price because he's kind of a garbage figure and I don't want to pay 25 bucks for him, I have to say. I don't know why he's the most expensive one, but he can shove it. And I'll probably get the Comic-Con exclusives too just because they're big and cheap. But yeah, Krona, still pretty cool. I really dig him, and he's not a bad figure, but there's not really a lot you can do with one of the Guardians, you know. I can show you detail and paint first. It's actually pretty good. His gown is very well detailed. You can see he's got like stuff right here, with a little detail going up and down on the sleeves and on his main body. Really nice. And they go down and they become clear and they have this stuff in them like stars almost. Really nice little effect. It's down on the bottom too. This is how he stands, by the way. This kind of holds him up, props him up. But that's really cool. Yeah, these long robes. You could actually get a bunch of these guys and have your own little Guardians Council if you wanted to have a Green Lantern Guardian Council. You could add little hair and stuff at the top, you know. And he's got his Green Lantern symbol there, which is sculpted and painted very well. He's painted really well, actually. He's got his little face. And the head it's transparent. You can't really tell. It's kind of got this translucency head. If you held it up against the light would come through it. It's clear. You can kind of tell on camera. But it's not the dark painted, well, not dark painted, but it's not the painted blue his face is. But, you know, it's pretty basic and easy. Now articulation. He's got side to side on his head. And he's got up and down, little movements here and there. And then in and out on the arms, forward and back. And you can just kind of move them around. Nothing in the hand. They are rubbery though, so you can kind of manipulate them. And he's got rubbery sleeves as well. But really only 3 points-ish, sort of. I guess if you count this and this as different points, which they are. I guess it's 5 points. But and whatever, you can have this big Guardian, I'm blasting you with willpower thing going on, or whatever. So, you know, for what he is, he's not bad. So, now, let's get into some Sinus Comparisons, I guess. Now, as you can see, Krona is really tall. Here's some other Movie Master figures to compare him with. On the left, we have the Green Lantern Sinestro, from the Green Lantern Movie Master series, obviously. And on the right, we have Faora from Man of Steel, which is the newest one. Yeah, I think he scales up great. You know, he's a little Guardian. He's got his long robes, though. They were pretty long in the movie. I think he looks fine with Sinestro and Faora. I can't think of anything to complain about. Now, here he is with some other Mattel figures in a slightly larger scale. On the left, we have the DC Universe Classics Black Adam figure, who's pretty cool, I have to say. I love me some Black Adam. And I think they scale up fine. I mean, Guardians are tiny. Guardians are tiny. So, I think you can work it. I mean, there are Mattel Guardian figures that are a little bigger than this guy, but they don't have those long robes, and those robes can create the illusion that he's bigger. And same here on the right with the DC Superheroes Batman. Thank you, Corticon, for both these guys, by the way. But, he's really cool. And I think they scale it fine together too. I think you can work him with your Mattel DC Superheroes and Universe Classics Unlimited, etc. Now, when you bust out the DC Direct DC Collectibles figures, there's a point where, even though the Guardians are small, they can be too small. And I feel like they are definitely too small for DC Directs. Yeah, this Krona is not going to work out. Here on the left, we have the Red Lantern Guy Gardner from the DC Direct Green Lantern line. Series 4, I believe. And it's just too big. He could crush Krona's skull in his hand. Not just his skull, his whole head. The flesh and everything on there. Just same with Deathstorm over here on the right from DC Collectibles, from the Crime Syndicate Supervillains series, And I can't see him with these guys. So there is a point where small is too small. But I think you can work him with your DC Universe Classics and stuff, and he definitely goes with your Movie Masters. So that's what's really important. DC Direct, you can get your own stuff from them. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the DC Movie Masters Krona from Mattel? Well, it's a nice little figure. That Green Lantern line isn't bad. It has bad figures in it, but for the most part it's good. He's just a decent little guy. I got him for $4 free shipping on Amazon as an add-on to my Kamen Rider Zolda from Figure Arts. So, pretty great deal for me. I hope you guys can find him for cheap too. I wouldn't pay the $15 for him. No way. But if you can find him for a real good discount like that, hop on him. If you're not building Parallax, it's probably a good idea to get him loose. I bet you can get him real cheap loose. And his only accessory is that Parallax piece, so that's all you're really missing out on if you're not building that. No big deal. But not much articulation. Doesn't really need it though, so I can say articulation's fine. And get him in this cool Guardian pose that I like. Really neat. He doesn't really stand well in this pose though. He wants to fall over forward. And he does stand fine, but if you bump your shelf in the slightest, your other figures might stay standing, but he won't. Because I've done that, and then he falls, and he's gonna hit something because he's so tall. So now I kind of have him like in the back because he's so tall. He's in the back now, and he's kind of like pinned to the wall by my General Zod. So he's not going anywhere. Just want to make sure. But even though he has his flaws, he's a nice little figure to have if you can get him cheap. So all in all, I'm going to give Krona here 3 out of 5 stars. Doesn't deserve 4 and certainly doesn't deserve 5, but he's not bad. He's just really basic. And the character is, really basic and tiny and stuff, so this guy should be too. I mean, if his robes weren't so long and stuff, you probably wouldn't even feel like he was worth a cent. He would have needed to be like with another character, you know what I mean? If he was real tiny, but he's got those long robes so they can single card him and not feel guilty, right, Mattel? Yeah, you don't feel guilty about anything, do you, Mattel? Not a damn thing. But yeah, that's my review, guys. Please remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Links to Facebook, Twitter. I'll follow you back on Twitter. Also, be sure to check out our other YouTube channels. The Slender Happening, which is our horror drama suspense channel. B3 Productions, which is our main channel. Has lots of cool vlog stuff on there. You can check out like our Venom vlog about what to do with the Venom movie. Venom solo movie that's coming out. And you can also check out action figure collection updates and unboxing videos and hauls and stuff. Even toy hunts. We're going to start doing toy hunts and stuff, I guess. And obviously Super Friends Benefits channel, which is gaming. Maybe a little bit of vlogging on there if it's about, that kind of stuff. And this channel, obviously. Rate, comment, and subscribe to this channel. Check out the last review. Other cool YouTubers like Corticon, Mr. TF Prime, Jimmy Day 93. Links to their stuff's down below. And Corticon and I host the FIGPLA podcast, so check out that. Link to that also. And that's it, you guys. So, Yeah, as I said, rate, comment, subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. And I'll see you all later.